the forest of Viridian. 9 was alive in ways I had never imagined. Trees stretched hundreds of meters into the sky, their luminescent leaves glowing faintly in the twin moon's light. Strange creatures rustled in the undergrowth, their eyes reflecting like tiny stars. And then I saw her. She was enormous. Standing at least 15 meters tall, her muscular frame moved with an elegance that belied her size. Her skin shimmered like polished obsidian, and her amber eyes locked onto mine the moment I stumbled into her clearing. I froze. Everything I had heard about the giant species of this sector flashed through my mind. Predatory, carnivorous, deadly. One wrong move, and I would be nothing but a snack. I tried to back away slowly, but the forest floor cracked under her footsteps. Every thud reverberated through my chest, my heart hammering in panic. And then she spoke, not with words, but a deep, resonant hum that vibrated through the air. It was curious, not hostile. Middle, the dance of fear and trust. I raised my hand slowly, showing no threat. I'm not here to hurt you, I whispered, though she probably couldn't understand my language. My mind raced. How do you communicate with a creature this immense? She tilted her head, amber eyes narrowing. Her gaze was intense, but there was intelligence there. I realized she was observing me, analyzing my movements. My fear didn't vanish. Every instinct screamed to flee, but my curiosity, my need to survive, held me in place. Then something unexpected happened. She crouched down, lowering her massive head to my level. Her breath ruffled my hair. It smelled faintly of the forest, earthy and alive. I blinked. She wasn't attacking. She was examining me. I took a cautious step forward. Her eyes followed, unblinking. I offered a small gesture, extending a hand. It was absurd. I had no idea if it would provoke her, but her reaction stunned me. She mirrored my motion, gently nudging my hand with her enormous finger. A thrill of amazement ran through me. She hadn't eaten me. She hadn't roared or lashed out. Instead, she had chosen trust over instinct. Over the next hours, I discovered more about her nature. She wasn't just a predator. She was protective of her territory, yes, but also intelligent and curious. She allowed me to follow her, guiding me through the forest as if I were under her watchful eye. At first, I kept my distance. Each step she took could crush me, but she seemed aware, careful in her movements, and over time, I gained a tentative confidence. By the evening, we had reached a cliff overlooking a luminescent river. She crouched, lowering herself even more, until our eyes met on almost equal footing. And then, she did something that completely blew me away. She nudged a fruit toward me, offering it. I hesitated, then accepted it. The fruit was sweet, juicy, unlike anything I had tasted on Earth. Her amber eyes glimmered. Was it a challenge or a gift? Somehow it felt like a gift. The challenge, testing her compassion. The next day, I decided to test the limits of our fragile trust. I gathered some supplies and ventured deeper into her territory, careful not to step on fragile flora or alert any dangerous wildlife. My goal was simple: understand her behavior and earn her trust further. She appeared as I approached a massive waterfall, her reflection shimmering in the cascading water. I froze again, aware of her immense size and power. But she didn't attack. She simply observed. I crouched and started mimicking her movements, slowly, deliberately. To my amazement, she mirrored me. Step by step, gesture by gesture, we created a strange dance, a silent communication bridging two species. Hours passed. Sunlight turned the water golden, and I realized I wasn't just surviving. I was connecting with her. She nudged me lightly again, almost playfully, as if acknowledging my presence as something other than prey. The realization hit me hard. She had the power to end me in an instant. Every instinct I had said I should fear her, run, scream, or fight. But she chose patience, curiosity, and restraint. I was speechless. Not just by her size, her strength, or her potential danger, but by the trust and intelligence of a creature I had assumed was purely carnivorous. Ending, trust, and a new bond. By the third day, our interactions had become routine. She would guide me through the forest, allow me to examine plants, teach me to navigate the terrain, and even share food. I had learned to predict her movements, and she seemed to enjoy my presence, or at least tolerate it. One evening, as the twin moons rose, she crouched once more to my level. I extended my hand, and she gently touched it with her massive finger. There was no fear, no threat, only mutual understanding. I realized then something profound. In a universe filled with deadly creatures, species that seemed terrifying, there was room for trust, friendship, and coexistence. Humanity's strength wasn't just in weapons or technology. It was in the ability to act with empathy, courage, and patience. I knelt in the soft glow of the moonlight. She lowered her head, nudging my shoulder, her amber eyes shining with something almost human in its emotion. She wasn't my enemy. She wasn't a predator to fear. She was a partner in understanding the wild, a giantess who had chosen restraint and communication over instinct. And I was speechless. The forest, once a place of fear and uncertainty, had become a place of connection. Two species, vastly different in size, culture, and instincts, had discovered common ground through patience, courage, and respect. As I watched her rise, towering yet careful, I understood that the galaxy was full of surprises. Not all monsters were truly monstrous. Some, like her, could teach humanity the most valuable lesson. Courage isn't just about survival. It's about trust, empathy, and the willingness to bridge the impossible. I left the forest that night, not just alive, but forever changed. And somewhere in the glow of Viridian 9, the giantess waited, no longer a threat, but a silent companion, a reminder of what it meant to see beyond fear and embrace the unexpected.